me wild, and you make me wanna take with the love this good, girl. It's too good to play it safe.
Hi there, I'm Brandi Hughes, and this is Dance in Line, and welcome to the Teach for Play It Safe, a 32-count intermediate level line dance done to the song Play It Safe by Canada's own Petrick. We do have one 16-count tag that's done at the end of walls 1, 4, and 6, and then additional 4-count tag at the end of the tag on wall 6. So I'll get to those at the end of the teach, but let's get started with Play It Safe. I'm going to turn around to make it easier for you to follow, and let's get started. So for the first set of 8, what we want to do is we want to put our weight on our left foot to start. And we're going to start with a toe strut to the right. So we're stepping right to right side on our toe for 1, stepping down on it for 2. We're going to do a cross shuffle, going to the right with our crossing our left over our right for 3 and 4. So we're cross left, center with our right, cross left for 4. We're going to point right and left, point for 5, together for and, point for 6. And then what we want to do is we want to do a quarter turn to our left to face our 9 o'clock wall on that right foot for 7. And for 8, we are stepping down on this left foot, and we're going to flick our right foot up. So this is 8. So we're stepping down on that left foot, flicking up the left for 8. So let's try that. Ready, and toes, strut, cross and cross, point and point, turn, step, flick. Let's try it with the counts. Weights on our left. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. There we go. All right, so from here what we want to do is we want to do a lock step forward with our right foot. So we're going to step forward on the right, lock our left behind for and, stepping down on it, step forward with the left for 1 and 2. Now we're going to do like a rocking chair, cha-cha style. So we're, for the next little bit, so we're going to step forward across for 3, recover for and, step back on that left for 4, recover for and, step forward for 5, recover back for 6, step back on that left foot, taking all the weight. And then to finish off this set of 8, we're just going to do a rolling quarter pivot. So we're going to step forward for 7, roll around, and sit on 8, sit on that left foot. So with the counts, we're weighted on our left foot. We have just flicked. With the counts, here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Very good. Let's try putting it together. So let's try putting that all together. First 16 counts. Ready, and toes. 1, 2, cross, 3 and 4, point 5 and 6, turn 7, flick, 8, block 1 and 2, rock 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8. Yes. All right. So now we're facing our back wall. Now what we want to do, so you can see what I'm doing so that it's easier for you to follow along. What we want to do, keep in mind we're facing the back, is we want to cross over for 1 on that with that right foot. We hitch our left up for 2. And then we're going to do hip bumps, like side rock hip bumps kind of a thing. So we're going to step 3 and 4. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Step right, 5, pushing that hip out, and 6. So just the first set of 6 to make it easier here. So we've done our hip, roll. So we're cross, hitch, bump and bump, bump and bump. And now we're going to do a rock recover, but we're changing it up just a little bit. So what we want to do is we want to step forward with that left foot. Left, and when we recover back onto our right, what we want to do is we want to pull our toe up. so that our toe is pointing up like this and we're sitting back on our heel. So you can see what I'm doing is just rock, forward, recover, and you kind of sit into it. So let's try that set of 8. We've just done our hip roll, weights on our left, crossing over, ready, and cross, hitch, bump and bump, bump and bump, rock, recover. Awesome. Let's try putting it all together. We're almost done, only 8 more counts to go, and then our tags. From the very beginning, toe strut, ready, and toe 1, heel 2, cross 3 and 4, point 5 and 6, turn 7, flick 8, lock 1 and 2, rock 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, turn 7, 8, cross, hitch, bump and bump, bump and bump, rock, back. Nice. Only 8 more counts to go. So you can see what I'm doing? So we're here. So what we want to do to finish off this dance is we want to do a coaster step back, starting with that left foot, and that's why it's really important that we sit back on that right when we do our rock recover. Make sure we sit nice and good in it. It helps us get momentum to go backwards. So we're going left together, left forward for 1 and 2. Then we're going to do some heel jabs on the right and the left. So we're going to go 3, crossing our right over our left, and stepping back on that left foot, right heel for and. Actually, that's 4. And cross for 5, and 6. So the count, we are coaster step, weights on our left foot, that's 1 and 2. So we're going to go and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. To finish off this set of 8, what we want to do is we want to do a rock recover with a quarter turn to face our 3 o'clock wall. So our right foot is free. 7, 8. So it's rock on the forward, on the right, rock back on 8, and guess what? You're ready to start the dance all over again. Weights on our right foot for this last set of 8 with the count. Ready, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. End of dance. So let's try that. From the very, very beginning. Here we go. Toes, 1, 2, cross, 3 and 4, point 5 and 6, turn 7, flick 8, lock 1 and 2, rock 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, turn 7, 8, cross 1, hitch 2, rock 3 and 4, 5 and 6, rock, heel, coaster step, cross and heel and cross and heel and rock, step. So that is the first 32 counts. Now I did mention we have tags. And this 16 count tag is done at the end of wall 4, or end of wall 1, end of wall 4, end of wall 6. So the very first time you do it is right at the end of the dance, and you really hear it in the music. It slows right down, and you can kind of feel it. So what we want to do, the first time we do it, we'll be facing the 9 o'clock wall. So you get right into the tag as soon as you finish the first round of the dance. So you can see what I'm doing. All we're going to do is like a slow, prissy walk for the first set of 8, going forward. So we're taking our right foot, we're crossing it over for 1, and you're dragging your left foot up for 2. We cross it over for 3, drag your right for 4, cross it over for 5, drag your left for 6, cross 7, drag 8. So there's no, you're not actually putting, you can touch it this side if you'd like. So that's the first set of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that. I'll back it up. Weights on our left foot, slow walk. Ready, and cross, drag, cross, drag, cross, drag, cross, drag. So for the second set of 8, what we want to do is we want to go backwards. We we want to drag our right, or step back with our right for 1, drag for 2, step left back for 3, drag for 4, step back for 4, drag our left for 6. And it's going to be and 7 and 8 and. Left, right, left. Do that whole thing so it's easier to count. So going backwards, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. End of dance, start the dance all over again. So let's try that whole 16 counts. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. Start the dance all over again. So, let's try the whole first wall and the tag. That way you guys can get a feel for it. Ready, and toe, strut, cross and cross, point and point, turn, flick, walk 1 and 2, rock 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and turn and cross, hitch, bump and bump, rock, heel, coaster step, cross and heel, and rock, step, slow walk, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, drag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and. Start the dance all over again with a toe strip. Okay, so that's our big tag. The second tag is just a small 4-count tag, and it is strictly a hold. We do it when we do our tag for the 3rd time. We will be facing our back wall. So how this looks: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and hold 2, 3, 4, and then we start to dance all over again. So there's really nothing to that second tag, but you must do it. So, once again, 32 counts, intermediate level, 16 count tag, wall at the end of walls 1, 4, and 6, 1 second 4 count tag at the end of the tag on wall 6, and that's it. I really hope you enjoyed the teach for Play It Safe and the music Play It Safe by Petrick. Once again, I am Brandi Hughes. This is Dance in Line. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, happy dancing. I'll see you on the dance floor.
Every wild